Hello, and welcome to the channel The Key to Awakening. Today we're going to talk about the double-slit experiment and its implications. Have you ever heard of the double-slit experiment? This seemingly simple test destroyed everything we thought we knew about reality. Get ready, because what you're about to hear may turn your mind inside out. Imagine we're shooting tiny particles, like electrons, at a wall with two slits. Behind this wall, there's a panel that records where each particle hits. If we do this without observing the process, the electrons behave like waves and create an interference pattern, as if they're going through both slits at the same time. But when we place a detector, a simple device to observe which slit each electron passes through, everything changes. They stop behaving like waves and start behaving like particles. In other words, the mere act of observing completely changes the outcome. What? How is that possible? This proves something absolutely revolutionary. Physical reality changes depending on the consciousness that observes it. The material world is not fixed or unchangeable. It responds to consciousness. And here comes the bombshell. This is exactly what the law of mentalism has been teaching for thousands of years. Everything begins in the mind. Everything is mind. And quantum physics is only just beginning to prove this. So tell me, if reality changes when you observe it, who are you after all? Who is observing? The enigma of the inner observer. You understood that just the act of observing changes reality. But now comes a question that shakes the foundations of both science and spirituality. Who is this observer? Is it your brain, your conscious mind? Or is there something deeper, invisible, eternal behind all of this? Quantum science is still trying to discover who or what is causing this collapse of possibilities into concrete reality. They know something is observing, but they don't know where that consciousness comes from. And here lies the most fascinating point. Ancient religions, spiritual traditions, and Hermetic teachings have been pointing to this answer for millennia. They speak of a higher self, a universal consciousness, a silent observer that sees everything, without judgment, without rush, just presence. This observer is beyond your thoughts, beyond your emotions, beyond the body. It is that which never changes within you, no matter what happens in the external world. When you begin to connect with this point of pure consciousness, reality starts to respond differently. And the question that remains when you simply can't ignore is, are you living as a character or as the observer who writes the script? The law of mentalism. The mind is the origin of everything. Get ready, because now the curtain is fully lifted. Have you heard of the law of mentalism? It is the first Hermetic law, the foundation of all esoteric wisdom. And it says, the all is mind. The universe is mental. In other words, nothing exists outside of consciousness. Everything we see, touch, feel, first appeared as an idea, a thought, a mental vibration. But here comes the most incredible part. Modern quantum physics is starting to prove this. Experiments show that, before it is observed, matter exists only as probabilities, possibilities, like an energy field waiting for direction. And what gives it direction? Your mind, your focus, your conscious attention. When you think, feel, imagine, you're not just dreaming, you're creating potential realities. It's as if your mind is a lens that collapses chaos and gives shape to the invisible. And here comes a great turning point. If everything is mind, then reality doesn't happen to you. It happens through you. The question now is, are you using this creative force consciously? Or are you letting random thoughts shape your world? Reality is a field of potentials, and you decide to collapse. Now imagine this. Everything you desire, a new life, more health, abundance, purpose, already exists, just not in the physical world yet. Quantum physics calls this the state of superposition. Before being observed, matter exists in all possibilities at the same time. It's as if the universe were an infinite menu, full of available futures. But here is the master key. Only when you observe with intention, with focus, with emotion, does one of those realities manifest. Your mind doesn't just see the world. It chooses which world becomes real. Yes, you understood correctly. You are like a spiritual film director with a camera of consciousness in your hands. Wherever you point it, that's what comes to life. The problem is that most people live on autopilot. They react, complain, doubt, and without realizing it, they keep collapsing the same realities of lack, fear, illness, or confusion. But you don't have to live like that anymore. From the moment you understand that you collapse reality with your thoughts and feelings, a new question begins to arise. Are you choosing consciously, or letting old unconscious patterns choose for you? Are you the creator or the created? The moment of truth has arrived. After everything you've heard so far, one inevitable question stands before you, and it could completely change the course of your life. Are you the creator of your reality, or merely the product of it? Most people believe the world is something fixed, that they're here only to adapt, survive, react. But the oldest spiritual teachings, now combined with the discoveries of quantum physics, scream a truth that can no longer be ignored. Reality is not something that happens to you. It is something that happens through you. You are the point of origin. You are the observer that collapses the quantum field. You are the mind that shapes matter. You are the intention that moves energy. And when you embrace this, something awakens. Your consciousness expands. You stop repeating patterns. You get out of autopilot and take the wheel. It's no longer about surviving. It's about creating with purpose. It's about remembering who you are, a co-creator of the universe, with the power to design, manifest, and transform. And so I ask you, will you keep living as the creation of your circumstances? Or will you finally step into your role as the conscious creator of your existence? The choice, as always, is in the hands of the observed. If you enjoyed today's video, subscribe, leave your like, and click the bell so you're notified whenever we post new content. See you soon. Gratitude.